Hello, my name is Safiya. This is my sister Inaya, and we're from the Extraordinary Elders Film Project. And today we are interviewing Miss Cloud / our neighbor.
So, Miss Cloud, tell us about yourself.
I'm an old lady. I'm 98 years old, and I live by myself. So I would love for you girls to come over to see me sometime.
How much has Sunnyside changed since you came here?
Oh, it's changed a whole lot. When I came to Sunnyside, I was on the house from here to Pullett.
But what did you do when you were our age?
When I was your all's age, I had to walk about 10 miles to school. And then we get to school and we made our own fires in the wintertime.
Your own fires?
Oh yeah, we had to. We all gathered up wood and took it inside the building, made our fires, and then at 12 o'clock we had our lunch. So you all get out of school early. We didn't get out until 4 o'clock. School is much different than it was when I was going to school. But when I went to school, we only had one big school. It went from the first until the 12th grade. When you came out of the 12th grade, that was considered the first year of college. Boys dormitory and a girls dormitory. We had a football team, basketball team, and then before we went to school, our school didn't start until the 1st of September. When it started on the 1st of September, because we had to pick cotton. We picked cotton in the fields until we got through picking cotton. Then we went to school. You all have it real good now. You got to ride to school and to ride back home and wherever else you have to go. But when I was a child, the old age, coming up, I had to walk. And how cold it was, or how rainy it was, we had to walk to school. We had to walk back home from school. When we got home from school, we had chores to do. We had to go outside and cut wood, pick up ships to make the fire the next morning. And y'all just have a wonderful time now. But we didn't have that when I was coming up. And we had the high school, the elementary school, and the middle school all together. But anyway, it was 2 places. One for the boys to live in and one for the girls to live in.
You mean dorm rooms?
Yeah, that was it. Children from all around the little areas where I lived at in Kelton, Texas, that they came there to go to school. And on the weekends they would go home. So we had basketball, football, volleyball. We had all of those. We had sewing class and a cooking class. We made cookies. It was very positive, but then we had a sewing class. There's a lot of joy in sewing and cooking too. You see, when you have it in your cooking class, there's a whole bunch of you, and then one is out trying to do the other one cooking. One's trying to see whose cookies are going to be better than the other one. And we had a lot of fun.
What did you cook?
Cookies, we had mostly cookies. And pies. The little round pies.
Little tiny round pies or big ones?
The little ones.
Why did you choose to live here in Sunnyside?
Because I was divorced from my first husband, and when I got the second husband, it was his idea to move to Sunnyside.
Was it because of the land?
Yeah, it was a whole lot of vacant land out there. All of the houses was not out here. We moved out here in 51. And in 1953, they started building up these other houses right here.
Just land and dirt roads?
Just land and dirt roads.
How many children or grandchildren do you have?
Oh, I had 6 children myself. I have 14 grandchildren. And I have 16 great-grandchildren. And I have 8 great-great-grandchildren.
What was life like for women when you were a child?
Most of the time, women stayed home and took care of the kids. for while the baby children, while the other one went out in the field and worked.
What did the men do?
The men, they would be working in the field. Like planting the cotton and corn and cane. And when they got through planting, then the next couple of weeks, it started growing, and we started chopping cotton then. And thin it out. That's what we do. We thin the cotton out so that it would have room to grow.
What did you do for fun when you were a kid?
For fun, they had a certain place they would go and swim. So we were close to a bottom. We called it a bottom. And in that bottom, the boys picked a special place that we could go and swim. You couldn't swim over the whole thing because too much trash in there. So the boys would clear it out. So the girls would go play. But now we would go swimming. The boys go swimming at a certain time, and the girls go swimming at a certain time.
What are your biggest desires when you were younger, and what are they now?
Oh, well, there's a lot of things I could have done when I was younger, but I didn't have the opportunity to do it. You see, you all have more opportunities to go to school, get an education, and you can do it. Most black folks can do anything they want to do. Black folks can do just what white folks can do if they give them a chance. You see, when I was a little girl like young, when we went to town to buy our groceries once a week. Now we could not go to the front door. We were spending our money, but we had to go in the back door, and I thought that was terrible.
Was it because only the whites could go through the front door?
Yeah, the whites could go to the front door and order whatever they wanted. But the black folks had to order what they wanted and to go to the back door and pick it up. And some of the places had eating places where the white folks would go inside and sit down and eat their barbecue. But the black folks, there's no place there for them. They could go in the back door and buy it, but they would have to take it along with them. That's one of the reasons why some of the black boys now it gets in trouble, because they know it's not right. And some of them are not going to take it. They're going to rebel against them. But now, I would think that any child that was going to school nowadays, you don't rebel against them. You just do the best you can while you're in there.
Try to not get in trouble.
Try not to get in trouble. Just because somebody says something to you and you don't like it, don't rebel. Go about your business. And sooner or later, you'll find out that you were right for doing it. You can't fight fire with fire. Because if you start the rebellion against them, it's going to be a big mess. And the next thing you know, you thrown out of school. And other kids are still there.
Is there anything that you want to tell us that you didn't get the chance to say?
Well, yes. Because I started school when I was 5 years old. And now I am 98. So I have worked for $25 a week as a maid, taking care of 6 children. And then have to come home and take care of my own. But I had to do it to help my husband pay these bills. Y'all can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do, just like the white folks, but you got to apply yourself. You have got to apply. You have to get an education. Now, do y'all think y'all got that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you for being an extraordinary elder.
You are extremely welcome.
Come here, you. These are the dogs we've been talking about. This is Stitch, and
This is Bear.
This is one doggy-loving brother. He is looking at every chance he gets.
Ah! Oh.